Hello and welcome. Michelle, Business Acceleration Coach, doing some free bonus training with you guys today about building true wealth. Now, the truth about being a solopreneur. So the solopreneurs that I coach, you, my beautiful fempreneurs, are trying to build wealth, and you're trying to build your business. And try is a terrible word. You are building your business. You are building your wealth. But I want to take a moment to talk about mindset, because building wealth requires strategies. It requires a plan, a strategic plan that you stick to, not just the tools and the strategies that you're going to use, but an actual strategic plan that you actually stick to. The reason you have a plan, any plan, whether it be a business plan, whether it be an eating plan, whether it be a wealth building plan, whether it be a life plan, or whatever it is, you need a plan to keep you on track, because there's always so many things coming at you, not only your negative emotions, but then also the economic emotions coming at you, other people's fears coming at you, little blips in the economy coming at you, and you need to field all of those off and to have something rock solid in front of you. So let's say, for example, if we relate this to a eating plan. So you get up and you write out what you're going to eat in the morning, and then all of a sudden your best friend rings you, she's hysterical, you help her, you get off the phone feeling drained, and you're like, oh God, I need a hot chocolate. And then you look at your eating plan and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be eating today. And then underneath it is your goal, the picture that you've painted of you feeling healthful and wonderful. And you go, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Same with a strategic plan for your business and for building wealth. You have all these things coming at you. Hey, here's this great idea. Chuck $3,000 into these Facebook ads, or buy these shares, or do this next business thing. And then you go, actually, my plan is to A, sort out my marketing message, B, build my clients, C, sort out my packages, C, sort out the systems, and get to double my income in a year's time. Is trying something that I've never heard about yet, but the marketing looks great, is that going to work, and does it fit with my plan? No, but you can put it in the what I call the parking pile, and if you put it in the parking pile and you still really want to do that next year, then go ahead and do that next year. If you still really want it, it's still a really good idea, it's still going to be there. Or if you have extra cash, if you make an extra sale that's outside of what your growth strategy plan is, then go ahead and spend that if that's what you want to spend it on. But the truth to building real wealth and building a business that's going to get you that wealth is in a completely different vein to just going, this is what I want next, and this is what I'm going to do. It actually takes planning. Now, I'm going to step back a little bit from that. That's explaining to you why you want to build your wealth. And then we're going to actually talk about the reason why you want to build the wealth and the reason that you want to build your business, because they're tied into each other, right? So when you first set up as a solopreneur, you thought, wow, this is going to be really easy, and I'm going to get lots of time to myself, and I'm just going to build it and they will come. And then it doesn't happen, right? You build it and nobody comes. Get a beautiful logo, you get your website up and running, and you go out there on Facebook and you talk in groups, you might even do some Facebook ads. Crickets. Nobody comes. Like, oh my God, this was such a bad idea. Why did I set it up? All the doubts start coming in. Then you start throwing money at Facebook ads, you start throwing money at marketing and other things which you hope are going to work, and it doesn't matter which stage of business you're at, we all do this, right? And it's not always a bad thing to do, but it can take you off your path. Whereas if you have an actual strategic plan for building that wealth and building that business, it keeps you on track. Now, as far as growing wealth, that's why you set up your business, right? You didn't set up your business because you wanted to make less money than what you would make working for someone else. But the honest truth of it is that's what some people are doing. Before they have coaching, they're actually making less money working in their business than what they would do working for someone else, but they're working twice the hours. And there's a funny saying that goes around on Facebook every now and then, if you want half the pay and work twice as much, open up your own business. And it's true. Being a solopreneur especially can be a bloody hard slog. But let me tell you, opening up a grand big business and employing staff can be an even harder slog. For me, and this is fine if this is not for you, but my business serves two purposes. A, it meets my sole purpose, like I'm actually helping people to live their best lives, shine their talents on the world and make that work for them, so it's making the world a better place. So important to me. I couldn't do a business that wasn't doing that. The second part is to provide me with freedom. Now, freedom to me means that I'm financially secure enough that I never have to work again. That's true freedom, right? Having actual money freedom. So I'm choosing to show up to work, not having to show up to work. And if you're honest, if you're really honest with yourself, when you set up your business, that's what you hope to build as well, is something that's ultimately going to give you enough income that you never need to worry about it, plus that you're going to have some time to spend. And that's all it is. So take the emotion out of your business. Even though I'm so emotionally tied to my business because it's tied to my soul's purpose, I cut off the emotion and I go, okay, Michelle, so this business has two prongs: to serve people, which you can do for free. You don't have to do in a business, right? And also to build wealth. And if it's not building wealth, then it's not actually a business for me. So it's not about building the fame of the business and going, wow, I'm the most well-known business coach. Sure, I'm out there and I'm blah, 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 right? Because that's just the person I am, but I'm not doing it to build fame so that people go, oh, you know, I coach for Michelle and Michelle's a coach to go to and this and that and the other. I'm coaching so that I can take the wealth from my business and invest it wisely to grow my net worth. And if you're not doing that, if you're continually working, which is meeting your soul purpose, that's great, and then you're taking all that money and you're reinvesting it back into the business, reinvesting, when do you actually take a wage? Like, at what point did you actually start taking a wage from your business? And if you can't take a wage from your business, but you're paying your staff, what the hell are you doing? Like, why don't you go and get a job if you're not actually able to pay yourself? Because if you're not able to pay yourself, are you ever going to grow your net worth? Now, I know that's an uncomfortable topic and I know it's confronting for you. So I'm doing this with love for you because I really actually do want you to grow your net worth. I don't just want you to build your business. I'm not that kind of coach. Growth for the sake of growth is not always what's needed. Sometimes you need to work in a smarter way. Sometimes you need to find out a way that you can work with more people, charge them less, but make more money for yourself. Now that's working smarter, not harder. And that's what I'm all about. If I can get you to find a cheat, if I can find you a free tool, if I can tell you how to market using only you without having to spend any money, then that is what I'll do for you. I'm not the usual business coach that will tell you to spend $10,000 on Facebook ads. I just don't think that that works for solopreneurs like ours. To be honest, I've worked in corporates as well, and it doesn't work for them either. So are you just chucking money out there so that you're looking like you're the person to go to, so you're building fame, or are you actually doing this to make a difference in people's lives and grow your own worth? I don't think that you can actually have the both together. You can't spend all that money on the fame building and plus serve the people and grow your own net worth. There's got to be some balance of the two. Sure, you have to spend some money on advertising and stuff, but it's got to be quite balanced, because otherwise it's going to look like that and you're not going to actually have any net worth for yourself. So my challenge for you today, my darlings, is to sit down and figure out what you're making now. If you don't know, you need to know. I ask my coaching clients before they come on board with me often what they're earning, and they don't know. And that is a real problem. You need to know what you're earning and what your client retention is and what you're actually making out of it, what the profit are, what your costs are, so that I can actually help you to grow your business. If we don't know where we're starting from, it's very difficult to get you to grow. So figure out what you're making today, figure out what you want to be making in a year's time, and then come and talk to me. Let me help you with the actual strategy, the actual plan. Whether you want to work with me or not to make that plan happen in double time is completely up to you. I will give you the plan anyway. If you do want to grow faster, then working with me absolutely works. My Fempowered Empire Building Program has gotten every single person on it to grow. If you want that too, then go ahead and join me. If you want to struggle on alone and wonder where all your money's going and why you've built this and they have not yet come, then maybe that's the answer. Maybe you're working on building fame and spending your money in the wrong area. For me, investing in what I know so that I can grow my business has always been the absolute best spend of money. Now, I'm not saying don't go and do marketing, because you must, but you must weigh it up. You must weigh if you're actually going to get the return on that investment and whether that's working for you and whether that's right for you. And sometimes that's about market research. If you haven't done the market research, how do you know that what you're going to do is going to work? Okay, that's all for today, my lovelies. Go and have a great day. Bye for now.